Antelopes are among the most graceful and agile creatures roaming the wild. With their incredible speed and unique behaviors, they're truly a marvel of nature. In this video, we'll dive into some fascinating facts about antelopes that will leave you amazed. From their lightning-fast runs to their fascinating social structures, there's so much to learn about these beautiful animals. Let's explore the world of antelopes and discover the secrets behind their incredible abilities. The term antelope is a catch-all for many bovidae species that aren't classified as cattle, goats, or sheep. Antelopes are not a single monophyletic group. They span several subfamilies and tribes, making their evolutionary history complex. Unlike deer, whose antlers are shed and regrown annually, antelope horns grow continuously and are never shed. The bony core of an antelope's horn is permanently encased in a keratin sheath, the same protein that makes up our hair and nails. Some species, like the tiny royal antelope, stand only about 25 centimeters tall at the shoulder, making them some of the smallest hoofed mammals. In contrast, the common eland, one of the largest antelope, can reach nearly 180 centimeters at the shoulder and weigh over 900 kilograms. Antelope inhabit a wide variety of habitats, from the African savanna to Asian mountains, deserts, and dense forests. Their long, slender legs are perfectly adapted for speed. Some species can sprint at speeds up to 90 kilometers per hour. Antelope muscles are uniquely adapted, with high proportions of fast-twitch fibers that provide both speed and endurance. The gerenuk is famous for its ability to stand on its hind legs to reach leaves high up on trees. As ruminants, antelope have a specialized four-chambered stomach that allows them to rechew their food, cud, and extract maximum nutrients. Their wide-set eyes with horizontally elongated pupils grant them nearly panoramic vision to detect approaching predators. In many species, both males and females sport horns, though males often have larger, more impressive ones. The shape of antelope horns varies dramatically. They can be straight, curved, twisted, or even spiral. In species like the kudu, the elegant spiraling horns have long fascinated naturalists and artists alike. Horns often serve as indicators of a male's age, strength, and genetic fitness during mating contests. Many cultures attribute magical or healing properties to antelope horns, using them in traditional medicines and rituals. In some African traditions, antelope horns are believed to harness the power of the wind and bring good fortune. The etymology of antelope is itself mysterious. Its roots in medieval Latin and Greek may hint at meanings like beautiful eye. Although most antelope are native to Africa, many species also live in Asia, the Middle East, and a small part of Eastern Europe. The North American pronghorn, often called an antelope, is not a true antelope but belongs to a separate family, Antilochidae. Antelope have evolved numerous mating rituals, including vocal displays, ritualized combats, and even dance-offs. Some species, like the topi, practice lekking, where males gather in a specific area to compete for female attention. During these lekking sessions, males engage in ritualized fights that are more about display than causing injury. In some herds, a single dominant male governs a group of females, while subordinate males form separate bachelor groups. Antelope use scent marking to communicate, secreting unique odors from glands near their eyes and knees to mark territory. The preorbital gland, located just in front of their eyes, produces scents that convey social and reproductive information. Their vocal repertoire includes bleats, whistles, moos, and even barks, each serving specific communication purposes. The springbok's famous stotting, high bounding leaps, is a dramatic display believed to signal fitness to predators. Some antelope species can change their fur color seasonally to help with camouflage and thermoregulation. In winter, increased melanin can darken an antelope's coat to help absorb more warmth from the sun. Conversely, a lighter summer coat reflects more sunlight, helping to keep the animal cool. Antelope are highly social creatures. Many form large herds that can include hundreds or even thousands of individuals. Herding provides safety in numbers, as many eyes help detect predators over wide open spaces. During migrations, Antelope herds can travel hundreds of kilometers in search of fresh grazing lands and water. The migration of wildebeest and other antelope is one of the planet's most spectacular natural events. Some antelope species are nearly extinct in the wild due to habitat loss, overhunting, and poaching. Conservation efforts have become crucial, as nearly a quarter of antelope species are currently listed as threatened. The Saiga antelope, with its unusual bulbous nose, has faced dramatic population declines from overhunting for its horns. Recent studies reveal that Saiga populations have rebounded in some areas thanks to international conservation efforts. Some antelope horns are so uniquely structured that they serve as fingerprints to help scientists distinguish between species. The intricate spiral of a kudu's horn is so precise that even slight deviations can indicate genetic mutations. Antelope horns grow at a slow, steady rate, sometimes taking years to fully regenerate if damaged. In some cultures, antelope are seen as symbols of speed, beauty, and freedom, a recurring theme in folklore. Ancient Egyptian art frequently depicted antelope, associating them with fertility and the rejuvenation of life. In medieval Europe, antelope were often featured on coats of arms as symbols of grace and agility. Despite their vulnerability, some antelope species have adapted to coexist with humans by learning to avoid farms and roads. Their innate sensitivity to disturbances means that even human presence can trigger a rapid flight response. Antelope have been observed using the terrain, such as running towards trees or water bodies, to confuse predators. The biomechanics of antelope running has inspired modern robotics research aimed at improving legged locomotion. Their uniquely split hooves are perfectly adapted for running on uneven, rocky terrain and soft, muddy ground. In rocky environments, species like the klipspringer use their specialized hooves to maintain traction on steep slopes. Fossil evidence shows that antelope have been evolving for over 20 million years, adapting to dramatic shifts in climate. During the Miocene epoch, rapid diversification in antelope is believed to be driven by the expansion and contraction of savanna habitats. Some extinct antelope species had horn structures so bizarre that they still puzzle paleontologists today. Ancient fossils suggest that antelope once roamed parts of Europe and North America that they no longer inhabit. The mysterious disappearance of some antelope species from these regions is still debated by scientists. In some remote areas, local legends claim that antelope are messengers of the gods, a belief that still endures in certain cultures. Folklore in parts of Africa describes antelope as elusive creatures with almost supernatural speed. In some indigenous stories, antelope are said to appear only at dawn or dusk, lending them an air of mystery. A few antelope species exhibit unusual, freezing behavior when threatened, standing completely still to avoid detection. This freezing response can be so effective that predators sometimes pass by without noticing the hidden antelope. Antelope are among the few animals capable of altering their gait mid-run to adapt to sudden obstacles. Their ability to change direction rapidly is a key evolutionary advantage that has mystified biologists. Some antelope are so well camouflaged that they are nearly invisible against the backdrop of their natural habitat. The cryptic coloration of forest antelope makes them some of the most difficult large mammals to study in the wild. Researchers still struggle to document the secretive behavior of many forest-dwelling antelope species. Antelope communicate subtle social cues through body language, such as ear positions and tail movements. In some species, a slight tilt of the head can signal alarm to nearby herd members. The dance of courtship seen in some antelope involves intricate movements and synchronized leaps. Male antelope sometimes engage in mock charges, a display intended to intimidate rivals without serious combat. Some antelope have developed defensive formations, where adults encircle the young to protect them from predators. The migratory routes of antelope herds are so complex that scientists are still deciphering the environmental cues that trigger them. Satellite tracking has revealed that some antelope migration patterns shift unpredictably in response to subtle changes in climate. Despite extensive study, many aspects of antelope social organization remain mysterious and are still under active research. Some antelope species have been observed engaging in what appears to be play behavior, bounding and chasing each other in a manner that seems joyful. This play behavior is thought to help develop the muscles and coordination needed for rapid escapes. Antelope are highly susceptible to environmental changes. Even slight alterations in vegetation can force dramatic shifts in their behavior. In arid regions, antelope may travel vast distances in search of water, a journey that remains one of nature's enduring mysteries. Their ability to survive in harsh conditions has led to comparisons with mythological creatures that thrive in adversity. Some antelope have been documented to form temporary alliances with other grazing species, such as zebras, to increase their chances of survival. The interspecies interactions in mixed herds are a rich field of study, revealing unexpected cooperative behavior. Antelope have a highly developed sense of smell that can detect water sources or danger from great distances. Their olfactory senses also help them identify individuals within their herd, even in dense vegetation. The peculiar structure of some antelope horns has inspired bioengineers to study them for clues about lightweight, resilient materials. Certain antelope horns contain microscopic structures that are being researched for potential applications in medical implants. Some antelope species exhibit anti-predator strategies that include sudden directional changes mid-sprint, a tactic still not fully understood. The exact neural mechanisms behind the antelope's rapid decision-making during a chase remain a topic of scientific intrigue. In some regions, antelope are thought to have an almost mystical connection with the landscape, appearing and disappearing like mirages. Local communities sometimes attribute supernatural qualities to antelope, considering them guardians of the plains. In parts of Africa, ancient rock paintings depict antelope with exaggerated horns and features, suggesting their deep cultural significance. These ancient depictions have led some researchers to believe that antelope were once revered as sacred animals. Despite heavy poaching, some antelope species have shown remarkable resilience, adapting to new threats with mysterious behavioral shifts. Researchers continue to uncover new antelope behaviors in remote regions that have rarely been studied by modern science. The diversity of antelope, from solitary dik-diks to massive migratory herds, reflects a stunning evolutionary tapestry still not completely understood. Some antelope species have been observed to modify their feeding habits during droughts, venturing into atypical territories to find food. The antelope's long evolutionary history makes them living relics of ancient ecosystems that have long since vanished. Their fossils reveal that antelope once occupied areas far beyond their current ranges, a mystery that continues to puzzle paleontologists. In captivity, some antelope live significantly longer than their wild counterparts, a disparity that raises intriguing biological questions. Ultimately, antelope remain a symbol of nature's mystery and resilience, embodying adaptations and behaviors that continue to fascinate scientists, conservationists, and cultures around the world. We hope you enjoyed these amazing and surprising animal facts. The animal kingdom is full of wonders, and there's always more to discover. If you loved this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more fun and educational content. Stay tuned for more incredible facts. See you in the next video.